another week of the Coaches Show. We're joined with Coach Michael Hill. Going on the road to Oklahoma City is never easy. What did you like most about the way the group competed this week?
I like the way that when we got off the bus there from leaving that morning on Friday, that we came to compete the right way, and ultimately I thought we played a really well-rounded hockey game and came out with 2 points. So really happy about that. And then, going into the third period on Saturday, just lost the legs a little bit on our guys and didn't really have that finishing touch like we did the previous night. So that's a good thing to learn from on us and building forward here is really getting into the finishing touch, after 120 minutes, making sure that everything's left on the ice and you're not taking anything back with you. And for us as a staff, we're just looking to a little bit more conditioning and getting there too.
Weckstrom played a big role this weekend, playing both games in Oklahoma City. Since he's joined us in late January, what's the adjustment been like, and how has the team adjusted with that?
Well, I think the adjustment has kind of been business as usual, and for him, he stepped into a big time role, and up until Saturday, that was his first regulation loss for us. So he's played a good probably 6 or 7 games there this year for us, and I think he's been just an absolute warrior. He shows up every day ready to work and compete in practice, and definitely shows in the game. So really happy to have him join our team when he did, because he brings a different element and some really good emotion to our group as well. And he's definitely a player that hates to lose. And you got to have guys like that in the locker room, because they're going to have that burning sensation inside of them that is going to be contagious and move on to the next guy. And so just kind of want a whole locker room of guys that hate to lose, and so that they're fired up in the right way.
Getting deeper into the season, what is the biggest growth element you've seen from the team?
I think I've seen a tremendous growth and multiple leaders stepping up. We have some, I think, sad but great news coming to the fans in the Amarillo hockey community this week and within our player personnel. So I've seen a huge growth in the leadership as of lately, and it's been great, because guys have taken upon themselves. They've kind of restructured the way that they conduct themselves and take care of business within the locker room, that I could see already that it's going to be bleeding out into what they do in every part of their lives as they're here in Amarillo. So that's one big thing that that is going to be announced this week, and kind of really excited for it as well.
We have a big stretch of home games coming up. What's the big focus?
Take advantage of the home ice. Got to make sure that we pay the refs enough so that we get some good homers, right? I'm just kidding. No, but this is the time of year that you take advantage of that when you have 3 straight home weekends. You get to sleep in your own bed. So we're in control of our own schedule when we're away from the rink, which is always, I think a good thing. It's a lot of freedom on guys. So it's for us as a staff kind of trusting them that they're preparing themselves the right way. Going down this stretch here, we have 3 in a row, and then I think 1 more after that in the next month of March at home. So should be a really exciting time here, and for me, I'm happy to be home with my family during this little stretch, because sometimes you're home away, home for 2, gone for 2. So it's nice being around and with Charlotte, playing more hockey. It's fun to be with her on the ice, and with her watching her play Saturday mornings, and with JoJo getting into her cheerleading and tumbling more often on Thursday nights. It's always fun to be a part of that and watch them grow too. So I'm excited, because it's a good time of year where the weather's getting better, and we're starting to hang out outside by the grill, and it's I think a great time to do it when you have 3 state home weekends, not having to worry about travel or all that kind of things. I know some of us are going to Michigan for a couple days, but then other than that, should be, in my opinion, a very steady next 3 weeks here, especially when we're playing the same team 4 times out of that stretch. So yeah, there you got it. You heard it first.
We're joined with assistant coach Lucas Sturr. From your viewpoint behind the bench, what details stood out to you this weekend?
I think that the guys just came in with the right mindset of ready to go on Friday, and they just knew what they had to do as far as a game plan against Oklahoma, where it was, moving pucks in a hurry, going to the high priority areas, and really they just stuck to it, and you could see the payoff immediately, where we got up on them, and then we just kept pressing and didn't really give them any room. We really just kind of suffocated them, keeping everything to the outside for the most part, and then we were holding on and doing that Saturday as well for 2 periods, but then kind of just lost our legs in the 3rd period.
When you look at our defensive play lately, what's something that you feel like we're really bought into right now?
I think the guys are doing a really good job of just getting more comfortable in our defensive zone, talking about our structure, and just being vocal with each other. But then at the same time, like they're not afraid to keep up that physicality, right? So, they're just making it hard to play against in the corners, and then when they need to, they know they can just, chip it off the wall and not, give a direct turnover to the other team. So, they're doing a good job of knowing when to not hit the panic button, but just hit the easy button of just getting the puck off the glass and out.
How important is it for the skaters to stay connected and support the goalie, especially when we're on the road?
Oh, it's massive, especially on the road playing in a crowd like Oklahoma, where they can get loud, they can get on top of you. Just the way that the rink is built, and it's the same whether we're in other loud rinks like El Paso, Shreveport. Being able to communicate with the goalie is huge. Whether it's, hey, play the puck on your forehand, your backhand, or, the goalie like Wexstrom or Gavin talking to our defensemen saying, hey, step up, I can't see. It's massive. So that way the defensive unit stays really dialed in with each other, and they're able to just kind of make Wexstrom's life easy. And, for I think all except for a handful of times, like his job's been pretty easy with our defensemen, and when that communication breaks down, whether we're at home or on the road, he's been just a stone wall in the background for us, and we're really excited that we're going into a homestand where that communication just gets a little bit easier when we're at home, just because we know the ins and outs of our home barn. So.
What's the focus this week for practice as we're looking at a 3-week homestand?
The focus is just getting dialed into what we need to do against Shreveport. We've played them, I believe, 4 times now, and we've been pretty successful against them. So it's just, we know what we need to do. So now it's just dialing into the details of really preparing for them the right way, making sure that guys are getting hydrated, they're getting treatments if they need to. Just for the bumps and bruises from this past weekend against Oklahoma, but then at the same time it's really just continuing to grow as a unit and make changes as we need to, and then guys getting acclimated to each other just that little bit more with one of our new guys, Kolosh, coming in, that we're really excited about him being here and getting him up to speed with the system. And that was his first 2 games with us, coming off the plane and immediately onto the ice. So now that he's had a week of practice, he's really shown just the kind of player he is. We're really excited about it because he's going to have a major impact going down the stretch here for when we make playoffs. So.
Very nice. Thank you, Coach Stern.
Thanks, Local. Always a pleasure.
We're now joined with,
Casimir Ekström.
and you joined the Wranglers in January after playing in Canada. How has the adjustment been playing in the South?
It's been good so far. I've liked it a lot. First time in Texas too, but I've had a lot of fun for sure. It's been, I feel like we have a good group. It's always fun to go to the rink every day, and we've been doing pretty good lately too. So that's also a good part.
You played both games this weekend in Oklahoma City. What was that experience like, especially playing in a tough environment like Oklahoma City?
No, I had a lot of fun. Obviously, Saturday we came up short, but Friday I thought we played a really good game and got a big win for sure. Obviously the atmosphere was pretty electric. They had a big crowd and it was a lot of fun for sure.
From your perspective as the goalie, what do you appreciate about the way the team plays in front of you?
Well, I don't know. Haven't really thought about it. I just usually go in there and play the game as it comes. Obviously I like to get a lot of shots. I feel like it's easier for me to play and perform when I stay busy most of the time and not have to deal with all my thoughts all by myself in the net when the puck is in the other end. So maybe that's something that's maybe a little bit different.
What's been your favorite thing about Amarillo so far? It could be food, place, atmosphere.
I probably have to say the group we have. I feel like we have a good group of guys, and it's fun to be around them every day for sure.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We are now joined with,
Gavin Grenick.
you joined the Wranglers in January. What were your first impressions of the organization and the locker room?
It's a great group of guys that we have here. The fans, I noticed right away because I came on a Friday, so saw the fans first. They're really awesome. And then my billets are pretty good too. They're great people.
What stands out to you about the culture here in Amarillo?
It's just like we're one big family. Like there's no separation. We're all just one family, and it's great to be around.
Could you describe your style as a goaltender?
I like to think I have good rebound control,
Okay.
and that helps a lot with everything in the net. And I have good communication to my defensemen.
Perfect. Do you have a question that you want to ask the fans?
Make sure you show up this weekend.
Okay. You heard it.